of or like a republic. 2, of or belonging to the Republican Party. 1 who favors a Republican form of government, a member of the Republican Party. What's the Republican Party? One of the 2 major political parties in the United States. So what does it say for in the thesaurus? A republic is a democracy, democratic state, constitutional government, commonwealth, self-government, representative government. Also see government. What's a Republican? It says democratic, constitutional, popular. See conservative and Democrat. What's a Republican? Registered Republican, GOP, Grand Old Party, Old Guard, Young Republicans, Old Line Republican. Also see conservative. Okay, moving on to the next one. S, sane. I was looked up insane, but it didn't have that. So what is sane? Sane is mentally healthy, rational, sound, sensible. I was going to look up sanity. The state of being sane, soundness of judgment. I think you know where I'm going with that. There's sane, and then there's insane. So I'll leave it at that. Oh, another S word. Science! Yay, science! But everybody always disparages people for believing in because we have climate change, even though we don't believe our lying eyes with forest fires, sea rise, and increased number of annual hurricanes. And I would like to say El Nino and La Nina cycles that I track because we use that in a scientific way to predict when our subscriptions are going to come in for my job. So, see, we can use science to make money. Think of accounting. Oh, wow. Before that, I just had a bunch of coins. What happens if I count them and put them into stacks? Oh, wow, that's me using my brain. That's science. Wow. We use science when it's convenient, and then we disparage it when it goes up against what we don't like. So what exactly is science? Science is a systematic knowledge derived from observation and study, a branch of knowledge, especially one that systemizes facts, principles, and methods, as in natural science, a skill or technique. And so, what exactly is it what does the thesaurus say about science? Science is an organized body of knowledge, department of learning, a branch of knowledge, system of knowledge, body of facts. See also chemistry, mathematics, science, social science, zoology for commonly recognized sciences. 2, highly developed skill, craftsmanship, art, deftness, see ability. I believe in science. I'm religious about science. Get it? Oh, here's one. Here's another S one. Sedition. That's an old-timey one that a lot of people like to throw around. You're using big words again. What exactly is sedition? I accidentally had the word seditious works above my biodiesel processor back in Indiana. I was just being stupid. Ben came and took a picture of it and tried to present it as some big, and it was like, it was just because I was making biodiesel and I thought that was a seditious act against a state that supported oil companies. That's all it was. I tried to get all highbrow during an interview once and it was kind of childish. So I apologize for that. Sedition. What do we got there? What is this? A stirring up of rebellion against the government. That's what sedition is. Is that what happened on Wednesday? That's why when somebody gets impeached for sedition and for inciting a mob, that's why. It's because it's in here. See? It's in the dictionary. You can read it yourself. Socialism. This is another one. We saw hammers and sickles on signs going up like, oh my God, they're coming over to take over. Man, we do not live in the Soviet Union, and the Democratic Party is not made up of communists. Sorry, maybe in hyperbole, but not in reality. We are not communists. Sorry, I am not a communist. I'm a progressive Democrat, an American. There's a big, big difference. And I lived in a former Soviet republic for 2 years during Peace Corps. Republic of Moldova. Okay? So, save it. So what exactly is socialism? It says here, 1, a theory or system of ownership of the means of production and distribution by society rather than individuals, i.e. elites and potentially entrepreneurs. 2, a political movement for establishing such a system. So a socialist movement, right? But socialism and communism are not the same thing. They're just not. Socialism, you have democratic socialism. You know, that's what Bernie Sanders says he is. And that's what you see in a lot of governments in Europe. It's different. It's getting people together to pay for more common goods like a power grid or a railroad or a nationalized railroad. That's a socialized medicine. It's not communist medicine. It's not like, oh my God, they're going to take us in and brand a hammer and sickle on my forehead in order for me to get my COVID shot. That's not what we're talking about. Socialism is another bastardized term. And who's bastardizing? A lot of Republicans. A lot of folks I know on the right like to bastardize these terms and use them interchangeably. Oh, you socialist, fascist. Hey, moron. They're not the same thing. They're actually diametrically opposed. So make up your mind as to what you want to call me. Am I a fascist or am I a socialist or a commie? Make up. But you see what I'm saying? See where I'm going here? Okay. So what does a socialist say here in the thesaurus? It says Marxist, communist, populist. See radical. Okay. Socialistic. Marxist, communistic, social democrat, non-capitalistic, which is where a lot of the Republicans come. It's just that it's not capitalistic, which is true, And it says also, it's got democratic and radical in here because the word socialistic has been bastardized. That was bored. You see that? That was bored. Dude, okay, you're going down. Wow, bored. Sheesh. I don't know if Board's a socialist or Board's a Republican coming at me, man. Wow, that was lucky. That kind of hurt. Hurt my arm. NMCB 15, Naval Mobile Construction Battalion 15 out of Belton, Missouri. That's that's NMCB 15. Fighting 15, bat out of hell. Woo-wee! All right. Here's another word. We're getting to the end. Thank God we're at an hour and 2 minutes. I'm just going on and on. Spiritual. You notice we're already past the R's. I did not go into religion. I just didn't. It's not the same thing. It's not what I'm trying to say. So what exactly is spiritual? Spiritual. Of the spirit or of the soul. Of or consisting of spirit, not corporeal, meaning not physical. Not your physical person, but what's inside of your physical person. 3, of religion, sacred. A folk hymn, specifically one originating amongst southern United States blacks, meaning African Americans. So what's the spirit of the thesaurus? It's life, breath, vitality, animation. See life, soul, psyche, essence, substance. See soul. Supernatural being, vision, apparition, specter, ghost, God. 4, courage, boldness, ardor, enthusiasm. See courage. A feeling often plural with humor, frame of mind, temper. See feeling and mood, etc., etc. Oh, here's another S word. Supremacist. Not a big fan of white supremacists. I'm sorry. I tiptoed around that. The Dukes of Hazzard screwed me up. I had a Confederate flag on my wall. I had a Dixie horn on my car. I had a Confederate flag slapped onto the side of my glove compartment. I wore black shoes with combat boots with white laces. I had bib overalls that I wore every day, which isn't bad. Bibs aren't bad, but in combination with all those other things and a shaved head and a handlebar mustache and a new Hiawatha tattoo with somebody doing that, I looked like a white supremacist at one point in college. And when the curtain finally dropped, I was like, oh my God. And I needed somebody who had played football for the University of Nebraska. Not a big name or anything, but Big Mike, a guy that used to hang out at our house when I was a senior, basically said, what are you doing? Why you're not like that? I know you. What's with all the rebel flags? It was the Dukes of Hazzard, man. Like, I liked the General Lee. But, I look back and it's like, you might as well have a black Dodge with a swastika on top of it, jumping over berms with guys with stormtrooper helmets playing Edelweiss. Like, it's racist. Sorry. So anyway, a supremacist. A supremacist is one who believes in the supremacy of a particular group, i.e. white supremacy means that whites get to rule everybody else, like they did in South Africa during apartheid, or Nazi Germany, where you had classes of different people. Even white people had classes, and then they're the elites, and you weren't good enough. And it's just like, there was this hierarchy. You either conformed or they killed you, period. It's a slippery slope of fascism. You should not want to go down, okay? Totalitarianism, we hear that one thrown around too. What does that mean exactly? We talked about the circle. Hitler and Stalin on diametrically opposed of socialist or communist and fascist ideologies, but they were both totalitarians. So what is a totalitarian? Designating or of a government in which one political group maintains complete control, especially under a dictator, one who favors such a government. Totalitarian, okay? And we got just a couple more words to go here. Oh, look, T. What's this one? Oh, that's traitor. What's a traitor? Now Republicans are like, oh, yeah, you're calling us traitors here. Yeah, by definition. So listen up here. Get your ears perked up there. What exactly is a traitor? One who betrays one's country, cause, and friends, etc. Done. That's it. So what exactly does the thesaurus call a traitor? Listen up. Again, this is by definition. Betrayer, deserter, renegade, Judas, Benedict, Arnold, informant, informer, spy, counter-spy, agent, double agent, hypocrite, quisling, imposter, plotter, conspirator, turncoat, sneak, double crossover, fink, rat fink, stool pigeon, two-timer. Also see rebel. And the antithesis is a supporter, a following, or a partisan. Traitor. Let me read it again. One who betrays one's country, cause, and friends. And is this a last but not least? It is not. This one's just straight up treason. So, that's another T word that gets around treason. What's that? Backstabbing somebody? What is treason? Treason is betrayal of one's own country to an enemy. Yeah. When you get down to these definitions, you don't have to mince a lot of words. There's not a lot here. Treasonable or treasonous. And I think everybody needs to get familiar with these words. So, what does the thesaurus say about treason? Sedition, seditionness, disloyal, perfidy, treachery, seditionary act, seditious act, aid and comfort to the enemy. Also see dishonesty, deception, revolution. Yay, treason! And finally, last but not least, what's the truth? What does truth mean exactly? How is that defined? The truth is of being true, sincerity, honesty, conformity with fact. Conformity with fact! Reality, actual existence, correctness, accuracy, that which is true, and established fact in truth, truly. What does it say under the thesaurus? Conformity to reality, truthfulness, correctness, sincerity, verity, candor, openness, honesty, fidelity, frankness, revelation, authenticity, exactness, infallibility, precision, perfection, certainty, genuineness, accuracy, fact, the gospel, truth, straight dope, inside track, the nitty-gritty, the facts, the case. And the antithesis is lies, deception, and falsehoods. Continuing on, lack of integrity or trustworthiness in honor and veracity. And basically, in truth, fact, and indeed, and really, and reality. Reality is truth. We got through it. Congratulations. We're at 1 hour and 8 minutes. I think this is the longest one. Maybe not the longest one I've ever done. But wait a minute. Hey, computer, play Anchors Away.
Here's Anchors Away album version by the Mormon Tabernacle Choir.
We are going to escape. All right, we got through it. I'm sweating. Not because I'm nervous, because I'm hot in this closet. All right, patriotic Americans. Now that you can decipher, dig into your dictionary. If you need any help with any of these words, you can go back and look at this again. Or you can look them up yourself. Piece it together. And I hope we get through this. We'll do more Fits of Radios between now and then, but I felt like I needed to get this one done. So, got my uniform on proudly. Probably not wear it again for quite a long time, but God help us all. God bless our country. And God bless our troops. And long live the United States of America. So, computer, turn it up too.
Yar, yar, yar. He's a sailor too. Yar, 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 yar. Yar, yar, me, Jacob, yar. All right, it's enough. Bye, everybody.